Today we're going to be building this over here. This place just makes computers for me, and instead of manufacturers, we are going to be using assemblers because we are going to be using an alternate recipe, which is the crystal computer. This recipe will let us completely remove crude oil from our computer supply chain. So, let's go. Hello, and welcome to Satisfactory. Why am I moving backwards? We have a problem over here, and the problem is fairly simple. We always have a problem. Okay, we need to check this before the train comes over here. We are only making 5 computers per minute. I'm not really happy with that, because we have 8 manufacturers over here and they should be making about 20. Well, whenever you have a problem with the building, just take a look at the belts and see which one's not running full. In this case, it's the plastic. You see, each of these manufacturers needs 40 plastic per minute. So let's do some math over here. We have 8 manufacturers needing 40 plastic per minute. However, all 8 of these manufacturers also need 10 circuit boards per minute, which needs 4 plastic each. So that means we need a total 640 plastic. Yeah, we don't have that over here. We're only making 200 per minute and this number is not going up. So what we are going to do is we are going to stop depending on plastic entirely, which means that if we come over here and select the recipe, we are going to be using this alternate recipe instead, which needs copper sheets and silica. So that's step 1. Now, where on earth do we find some silica? What are those belts over there? If you enter the photo mode and you zoom all the way in, you're gonna find out that, oh wow, there is a lot of quartz over there. Let's head on over here and steal some of this quartz. Now, do we want to do this in a good way or in a bad way? We have that space back there, but I don't want to use that because I have a feeling we're gonna need to expand this factory as well. This factory is actually for something that's going to come in handy in just 5 more minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to split this up right here. And why don't we just place some foundations right over here? Lovely. Now we're not going to need a lot of silica, but it doesn't hurt if you overkill a little bit. So I'm going to be using this blueprint of mine. And let's just place it over here. Alright, so this build can then feed into the input for this blueprint. And we are going to power this up. Where's the power poles at? There we go. And now let's set these constructors to make silica for us. Now let's also create a drone port over here. And what we're going to do is we are going to send this silica over there into the drone port. And let's power up the drone port as well. Let's call it silica pickup. Did I spell that correctly? I did. Wow. And that's gonna be it. Actually, these belts might need upgrading. I believe just these would be enough. Yeah, it should be emptying properly now. There we go, lovely. Great. We can move on now. Let's go back to our factory. Now we already have copper sheets over here and I'm pretty sure we have enough of them. Just on the off chance that we don't, we have plenty of water over here as well. And the reason I mentioned water is actually there's 2 reasons. First of all, I'm currently only using these smelters over here for the copper. So if we ever have copper problems, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use all of this water underneath of this blue crater to switch to this recipe, which is going to more than double our copper ingots. However, if even that is not enough, then what we can do is we can switch to this steamed copper sheet recipe, which is going to double the yield once more. So basically we can eventually make 4 times as many copper sheets with this single copper line. However, I don't think we need to do that right now. So here's the next step. What we're going to do is we are going to just disconnect this plastic. That way all of the plastic is going to go to these computers for now. After we're done with the circuit boards, we're going to be removing these blueprints over here as well. And we are going to instead use an alternate for the computers too. So let's do this first. So here's the thing, we have our turbo fuel over here. That means we have fuel in this location, which means we can operate drone ports over here. So that's going to be 1 and that's going to be 2. Now we're also going to be needing drones on top of these. So let's place some and let's just split this turbo fuel line so that we can provide fuel to these drone ports. There we go. Now here's the thing about drone ports. Only one of them needs to be fueled. So remember the one that we placed up there? Well, sir, your name is going to be Fetch Silica. And you, sir, are going to go to that silica pickup. Oh my god, what did I spell this? In my defense, it's like 2 AM while I'm recording this. Anyway, now this drone is going to head on over there, pick up the silica, and come back. once it makes a round trip, we're going to find out just how fast it does everything. This drone port, however, you are also going to go somewhere, but your location is going to be crystal oscillators. And that's also this amazing factory back there. Yes, that place just makes crystal oscillators for us. Not a lot, but they're enough for now. Now let's disconnect that plastic as well. And also just everything over here, please. So this hole needs to be fed some silica. That is fine. We can do that. Let's just bring it over here and then connect it over there, please. Perfect. Now this drone over here is coming with 1,000. Oh my god, this drone is coming back with 1,619 silica. That is insane. Beautiful. Great. Lovely. Amazing. Love it. So that silica is now going to go up and into all of these machines. However, you need to be updated. Your recipe needs to be updated. So you guys are going to be using the silica recipe from now on. Let's copy and paste it everywhere. You see, drones make everything just so much easier. Anyway, so hopefully that's going to be... Wait a second, 27.5 per minute. There's 8 of you. You make 10 per minute. And there's 8 of you. That's not enough. Oh god, we're gonna have copper sheet problems now, aren't we? You know what? The title of this video is not Fix Your Copper Sheet Problem. Our purpose today is just to eliminate oil from this equation. Once we do that, then I'll work on these copper sheet issues. So next up, we need to get rid of this plastic over here. For that, there is this amazing alternative called crystal computers. Funny thing, it actually just uses less resources at the cost of some weird random stuff, which you probably have automated already for a gazillion other reasons. One of which is radio control units, which you actually need for supercomputers. Anyway, let's make some more room in our inventory because we are about to, well, nuke this. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh god. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. That means we don't need cables anymore over here. Wait, that also means this entire system just needs to go. Oh my. Oh man, I added this over here for verticality. Now you're telling me I didn't need to do this either? Alright, so that means we have even more copper for the copper sheets. Great. Okay, this belt is where the computer needs to go. Don't ask why it's so curvy. Hello sir, are you bringing me more crystal oscillators? It seems like you are. Great, because we're gonna need it. Okay, so the crystal computer alternative basically needs just these 2 resources, which is crystal oscillators and circuit boards. And the best thing about it is that it's built in assemblers, and we have our amazing 6 assembler blueprint over here that we're going to use and abuse for this. Alright, so let's connect these belts over here to the inputs. Lovely. Assign the recipe, so you guys are going to be making crystal computers, I believe. Crystal computers, please. And then copy, paste, and paste it to all of these assemblers. There we go. By the way, this blueprint is different from this blueprint. I like my blueprints. Now, the output for these computers are just going to go over here. And okay, it doesn't go straight into that. Is that why I used curved belts? I like my curved belts. You do need some power as well, so let's power you up and connect you with this one over here. Great. I wonder if this uses less power as well. Alright, let's just check some throughput over here. And eventually I believe it will settle down to something under 20 because we don't have enough copper sheets. Oh wait, I need to record the conclusion. There we have it. We got rid of amazing manufacturers that were looking amazing over here, but now we have replaced them with these sad little assemblers over here. These computers are now being made without any dependence on oil. Entirely. Completely. Utterly. Actually, why are they even over here? Wait, I want to make this pretty. Before we move on to the next part of the video, I have a request. It seems like most of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel. So if you're still watching, hit that subscribe button. It helps a lot. I want to check if this actually works. So you need to go away. You need to go away as well. And then what we need to do is we need to just create this over here. Oh my gosh. Okay, how do I close this up? Do I need another one? Yes, I do. Okay, all of this stuff might need to move though. Yeah, let's do it. Let's move it. What do you mean I don't have enough quartz crystals or iron plates for this? Excuse me, game? Yeah, so these signs and stuff, they use a lot of quartz crystals, guys. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send this stuff down over here, and then we're gonna figure something out with these two resources on this end, because we could send it in over here. But would that look good? I'm not sure about that. Yeah, so one of them would basically go over here and into this. Let's see if it looks good. And then what we could do is we don't actually need these lifts over here then, because this lift would need to be over here. Let's see if it connects. Okay, so that's one of them going in. Does it look bad? I don't think it looks bad. We can even get rid of the stackable pull, and it just goes in from there. Okay, lovely. Or there's another way to do this as well. 1 second. Bear with me, people. Which is that we put a wall over here. Wait, why is this wall over here? No, down there. And then on the wall, we can place these things. And then we can get rid of the wall itself. Oh, I'm a genius. Oh my god. Okay. Then you can go into this hole and you can go into that hole, okay? Alright, now what we are gonna do on the other side is we are going to destroy this platform. We are going to place another wall over here. We shall place our wall holes like this. We shall connect the other sides of these with the most clipping possible, and then place the foundation once more so that it's closed up. And then we're gonna, oh, we can't actually go in from here. There's a frame. Why did I place a frame over there? Okay, whatever. Then we're gonna go over here and destroy this wall again. Great. Lovely. Now all we need to do is just connect these over here. Something's not fine. Something's not right. Stuff isn't going in. Oh wait, no, it is going in. The belt was just empty. Alright, and the second one can just take his stuff as well. And that means you guys should have your stuff perfectly. Okay, good. Now we can just close this up. Just like that. Oh wait, I need to take the stuff out as well. Oh no. Okay, why don't we use the same trick over here as well? So that's going to be the hole. And that's going to be a hole as well. You are going to take your outputs into that hole. We are going to destroy these foundations so that we can connect it over here. And back with this. And now we can close this back up. Lovely, that's a ton of computers that you guys have built in the meanwhile. Well, thank you. Okay, if I'm being honest, this looks amazing. Great, and that only needed 2 pieces, so the corner piece and the wall piece. I also have this longer wall piece, just in case I ever need it for something that's bigger than this. But for now, I think this was pretty good. Anyway, I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Go and check my reusable blueprint series where I'm creating all of these crazy things. So you better subscribe and bye. Okay, so about like 95% of the people watching this video are probably gone now. So I have a question for the remaining handful of people who are still watching. What should be my next build? Your options are number 1, rocket fuel power plant. Number 2, cursed blueprints, which is just stuff like 40 constructors in a single MK1 blueprint designer. Or number 3, something like these architecture blueprints where I build these corner pieces and wall pieces and then you can attach them together however you want. Also subscribe if you're still watching, for God's sake.